All right, have and have not fans, if you're new to the channel, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and let me know what your thoughts on the video are in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up and let's dive into this what if. I mean, this happened during the live stream last night. I got a question about, do you think RK or Melissa, it's hard to put into words because it will be difficult to tell who would make the first move. Just imagine when RK went over to Veronica's house. The question was, what do you think would have happened if Melissa was there? If she was still at Veronica's house, what do you think would have happened if RK showed up? That is a very good question. I was thinking if there was some possible way of making this into an actual theory. Here's how I think it might have played out. This is just me ad-libbing here. I think that Melissa would have tried to put the moves on RK, and then RK with his greedy nature would have taken the bait. I believe that Melissa probably would have been in her room for a majority of Sugar Mama. You know, basically when RK first showed up, even when Derek showed up, I imagine that Melissa will probably be upstairs while Derek showed up, because I don't think that was a moment where Melissa was actually necessary to the plot. I think Derek showing up to fix the broken washer was a Derek and Veronica moment and no one else needed to be involved. And maybe when RK showed up, that's when Melissa would have been a little bit curious as to what is up with all these people showing up at the house. Remember, it's not that late at night. It might be around 7 or 8 p.m. at the latest. So I don't imagine it being super late, because remember, Hannah got off at 6 o'clock, went home and made dinner for Benny. That's when Derek was over there as well. The guy at the bar, when Benny showed up and saw Vinny on the floor, he said the bar doesn't open until 7. Then he said that he said he was called the cops an hour ago. So apparently he was pointing the gun at Benny for almost, if not over, an hour. So yeah, I imagine that it had to be around, let's just highball and say it's around 8:30 to 9:30 in the show right now. So I don't think a Melissa will be asleep. So after hearing so many people coming into the house, she would be a bit curious. I can imagine that Benny shows up eventually, and then RK is told by Veronica to go upstairs and wait for her. I think that Melissa, being Melissa, she probably would have shown up into Veronica's room right in the middle of RK robbing her. You know, when he's going through like the drawers and going in the closet, picking things out. And then I imagine Melissa is like stalking him from the doorway. Like, you know, when he's going through the stuff, and I can see her either saying something or being noticed when RK is in the middle of stealing stuff, or when RK is just sitting on the bed, it's like, I want to take this old bitch for everything she got. I imagine that's when Melissa would show up. Now, you're probably wondering what will happen next. I think RK, as Candace said, is just too greedy. He doesn't know how to keep his eyes on the prize. I imagine him being distracted, because Melissa is an attractive woman. Another thing to put into point is the fact that it seems like Tyler Perry is trying to make it clear that she does have a baby bump by having her wear like the oversized black t-shirt and all. But for the sake of this what if, let's just say she's still lounging around Veronica's house in her lingerie. So let's just pretend that baby bump is non-existent, like Tyler Perry has pretended for the past couple of years. So let's just imagine she doesn't have any kind of baby bump. Her stomach is as flat as it was when she was trying to seduce Benny. I feel like RK would give in. Like, you know, I can imagine Melissa coming in and then those two having sex in Veronica's bed, which would be a repeat of what Benny did, except it happened on the sofa, showing that, you know, RK is going to disrespect her house. But I think that it depends on how long Benny and Veronica are downstairs talking. Let's say if Benny caved in and then, you know, him and Veronica did it on the couch right there, then I can imagine it would be more plausible for Melissa and RK to have sex, because that way, if Melissa hears Veronica coming upstairs, she can quickly run into her room, and then RK would be, you know, nearly naked, and then Veronica will come in not suspecting a thing, because to Veronica, RK could pull it off saying, oh, I was just, you know, getting warmed up for you or something like that. So I imagine that I feel like Melissa will definitely be another wrench in the equation here. I think that RK, with his nature, wouldn't be able to turn down sex like that from a woman like Melissa. That's just my theory on that. I think that I feel like maybe that would be something else Melissa can throw over Veronica's face. Like, imagine if RK shows up again and Melissa's downstairs. You know, remember how she was playfully teasing about her and Benny, but Veronica wasn't having it? According to Veronica, she thought that Melissa was just flirting with Benny, not knowing that moments before she showed up from the hospital, they just had sex. So yeah, I don't know how crazy that would get, but I do feel that RK and Melissa probably would be attracted to one another and have sex. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think RK would have gotten double the pleasure, double the fun, as well as that jewelry he stole? Which is interesting because I wonder how well he hid those in his pockets, because it looks like him and Veronica are going to be laying on the bed in the next episode, and then, you know, they're going to go down to the pool. So yeah, interesting theory. RK's definitely getting some. It's hard to tell if him, I feel like him and Benny would be good friends, to be honest. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this theory in the comment section below, as well as are there any other what if theory or discussion videos you want me to do on the channel?